right side, third row.
Mark, you've always exuded this sort of confidence that has kind of helped you get to this point in your career even. How does that confidence maybe translate to looking at the team, maybe their chances of turning this thing around?
I think we're all confident in there. I mean, obviously, we're in a position where our backs are against the wall, but I mean, the season we've had where we've had our backs against the wall is nothing new to us. We're going to go out there, we're going to play hard and see what happens, but we all have confidence for sure.
Stay on the right side, second row.
Hey, Mark, I'm just wondering if you could look back earlier in the season and comment on the faith that David Stearns had in you, and then also just the overall job he's done in his first year with the Mets.
Like you say, he's done a great job. He's put together a team his first year that's made it to the NLCS so far, and I mean, kudos to him. He's done a good job, and I'm excited to see what else we can continue doing with this organization for sure.
Let's go to Dave in the fourth row on this side.
Mark, this being your first playoffs and this being the kind of run that you guys on, can you compare like the kind of the adrenaline and the energy and like the emotional and physical that it takes to make it through since October started as compared to like during the regular season? Is it like times 10? Is it times 100? Or how would you kind of compare?
Times a million, 100,000. I mean, it's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, a lot of excitement. I mean, this is what you work for. This is where I wake up early in the morning. Sorry. This is why I wake up early in the morning in the off season, and I train for moments like this, and to be in a spot like this with a great group of guys that we've been working our tails off all year, and there's nothing like it. I can't really explain. It's a thing you can't explain.
Come up to Ron in the front.
When spring training broke and then you went to Syracuse and then you had the brief call up and then went back, did you at ever times wonder how far away it would be to get back here and succeed?
Yeah, honestly. I mean, you have these thoughts. I feel like everybody wakes up and have negative thoughts, and it's just, how can I get through the day? How can I get them out of my head? I mean, but I focused on what I can control. Is just, I would be like, hey, I'm playing this game. This is the game that I love, and I'm focused on just getting better, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not trying to force anything, and that was just the mentality I had when I was down there.
Go to Jesse, fourth row on the left side.
Mark, just to follow up on that, is that kind of when it turned for you, when you just kind of let the pressure go, or just expand on that maybe last answer a little bit more? Like, how did it turn for you?
I don't think it turned for me in that point. I think it turned for me when the opportunity came and I just ran with it. I think I've always had the mentality that I was ready. I just was waiting for the opportunity, and I'm blessed that I got it.
Tim in the front row on the left.
You guys saw Flaherty just a couple of days ago. What can you take away from that game one against him and apply today?
He pitched good. He's a great pitcher. I also thought that we had 3 days off without seeing pitching, so we were kind of a little off at the plate. But I'm excited for today.
Go to Peter in the back right.
Yeah, just, you mentioned your journey to this point. Just how surreal is it? I mean, I guess the fact that you're hitting home runs in the World Series, in the playoffs, with a chance to go to the World Series after everything you've been through this year. Do you reflect on that at all?
Sometimes, but I'm just so focused on what I'm doing right now that I haven't had time to reflect on what's going on. I'm just so focused on winning games and making it to the World Series.
Manuel, second row, left.
Mark, you talked about the pressure of the postseason, that it's times a million, but you've somehow been able to overcome that as a rookie in your first, was maybe your first or second experience in the postseason. Can you talk about just what you do
what routines you do on a daily basis that allows you to step up in those types of moments when, you know, a lot of players aren't able to do that?
I am very specific with my routine, especially in the morning. I like to wake up early, go on a walk, get some sunlight, drink my coffee that I got right here. I ground on the field, like kind of meditate. I just try to be in the present moment. I'm just trying to enjoy what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to you guys right now, so I'm not thinking about what's going on in a couple hours during the game. I feel like when you focus on what you're doing at that present moment, life tends to be easier. And I just want to like go with the flows of life, and that's the way I think of it.
We'll come back to Ron.
Is your normal off-season routine? How many weeks do you take off once the season's done? And then do you like go to the gym 5 days a week, 6 days a week? Do you go to a facility?
I'm probably, once the season's over, I'll probably take a week and a half off. The way my mind works, I can't take that much time off. I got to get back into training. It's just, I love it. I love working. I love training. So it's not something like, oh, it's a chore that I got to do. So it's like something that I need to do. So I get back into training right away. My mornings are usually like workout at 6 a.m. Do that for a couple hours. Then I'll go do hitting, defense, take a nap, and probably do it again later in the day. So I kind of try to do 2 a days, probably closer towards spring training. But that was my last off season. Obviously, there's some things I want to clean up from last off season that I notice in season that I need to get better with. So it's just things that I think about throughout the year, what I can get better. But that's usually my off season. It's early mornings, late nights.
You have a cage near you?
I have a cage in my house.
And what are those things you want to clean up?
That's a secret.
Thank
We'll go back to Peter in the back right.
You mentioned your mindset change, waiting for your opportunity, controlling what you can control. Was that a conscious decision to change your mindset, or did someone give you advice? Just how did you kind of come to that conclusion, I guess?
Ever since I've played this game, I've always been super curious. Just like I would ask my dad, hey, what do you think? I'll give you an example. Albert Pujols was a player that I would look at. I'll be like, what do you think Albert Pujols? How does he work? What is his work ethic? So I was always like into how to be great at whatever I'm doing, and like curious at how the greats think and how their mindsets are. And so I'd read a couple books. I'll listen to podcasts of people that I like, people that interest me, and YouTube a lot. I mean, I'm just a curious person, and I feel like that just developed my mindset over the years, because I could say in high school my mindset is not even close to what it is now. But I mean, experience in life too has developed my mindset. There's a lot of things, but I feel like the curiosity that I have is one of them, is the main one.
We'll come down here in the front on the right side.
Hi, Mark. Facing an elimination game, is the pressure different in the clubhouse, knowing that this is going to be the last game at Citi Field?
No. I mean, I feel like it's going to be the same. It's going to be, we got to win. We got to win, and that's the mentality, and we're going to play hard until the last out, so.
Any last ones for Mark? All right, Mark, appreciate the time.
Thank you.